Eastern Standard Time. Yes, welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome. We'll be celebrating. Yes, the official bot. Let's go. Welcome. You all, this is the Daily Dish with Dimples. The Daily Dish with Dimples, you all, we will have been featured for 5 years. Actually, last month, but we're doing our celebration on next week. Next week at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Why are we here? The fact is, we are here because always love talking about celebrities, right? This show is a big homage to our girl, Wendy Williams. She said, how you doing? Right? Well, here it's, how you dimpling? Yes, yes, our prayers are always, always, big, long time. Our prayers are always there for Wendy Williams. We will be needing an update on Wendy Williams because there are some recent developments, right? Developments that, I'm mistaken, we need to talk about, okay? So everyone, if you are new, just a couple ground rules. If you are new, please make sure you hit the star. Hit the star on the top of my name. Hit the star. What does the star allow you to do? It allows you to come back. It allows you to be not looking for me. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I don't know. We could. I don't know. We'll do that later. We are promising Diddy. We are promising Diddy. You know what? Maybe I don't care if we hold that back to next week. We can even put that on next week. But it is all about the diddler today. It is all about the diddler. It's all about the reckoning. It's all about this docu-series. So we're gonna keep it there. We'll do Wendy. That'd be a great way to give homage to her next week. Yeah, our updates have been pretty much the same. So yeah, let's do that. Everyone, this is Daily Dish with Dimples. Ground rules. Yo, this is a feature show. What does a feature show mean? The feature show means we are trending, which means there are like 55 people that have been here in like 5 seconds, just moving. So what the app did says, hey, Dimples, we love what you're doing. Morpheus, we love what you're doing. We want to bring more people, right? So when they bring more people, they make more people that come into the stream. It's like pop. It's like Orville Redenbacher, right? So it's called a trending boost. Yes, welcome, Compton. It's called a trending boost. But with a trending boost, sometimes you got a troll boost too, okay? So guess what? I do not want to see you all be removed. But the rules are be respectful to myself and my guests, right? And you'll be able to stay. Be respectful in the comments, okay? We are not racist. We are not anti-Semitic. We are not against the LGBTQIA community. You will be respectful, okay? Please be respectful. Typically, you'll get a warning. Welcome, hippie. Thank you so much for being back here. Yes, we are speaking on the Diddy documentary. That is what we're here for. And guess what? To set it off and to talk about that, please, my sis, request the dog on a box because we are talking Diddy. I will say that everyone really needs, I think you should have at least watched a little of the documentary. You still have time to talk about the documentary. If we have to go into next week and talk about the documentary some more, that is fine. That is fine. But I'm super excited. Understand, you all, there is no show like this show. There is no show in which has as many featured content creators. This show is featured, right? We have at least 3, maybe 4 featured content creators. We got Queen Lala. She has her show, Crown with Queen Lala, every Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Queen Vampy. She has Melody Madness Tuesdays at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the only Miss Tony. She has her featured show every Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is featured on featured. So I'm super excited because guess what? I got my girl up in here. You understand? Now listen, you all, I want you to give a warm welcome. If you are new, make sure you hit the star at the top. Make sure you throw them gifts. We're here for gifts. You want to say tip your waitress, tip your hostess. Okay, tip. All right. So listen, I'm super excited because listen, this individual was the first correspondent on the show. The first. You're saying she was the first correspondent. I'm super excited because she's my sister from another mister. She has her own feature show called Crown. That's every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Talks about how to get into your confidence from your crown chakra. You're going to meet her. You probably know her because guess what? She is your queen, but she is my queen to be.
Yes, sister. Yes, intro.
Let's get
Oh
in
my
there.
goodness, sister.
Let's
Listen,
get in
the
there.
tea is hot. The tea is hot. The
Listen,
tea is hot.
we are talking
Sister,
Diddy. We are talking Diddy. We are going
sister,
right into Diddy. So we are here talking about the Diddy documentary, like the executive produced by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Sis, like, come on, like, I took some notes. Where do we need to
I
start?
have notes. I have notes. I'm gonna break down the 3 the 4 episodes in a couple of words.
Welcome, Christian.
Number one, I have a couple. Hi, everybody. It's me. Happy Monday. Sorry. Hello. I know it's been a while. I know you haven't seen me in a minute. Feel free to favorite me. Come by. Blah, da, da, da. I had to be here for this, sister.
Of course.
Here's the break. Here's the breakdown. Here we go. First and foremost, everything that y'all thought he was a part of, he was a part of. Okay? Everything that y'all thought he did. But he's got money. So he made it all disappear. Let's get into it. Number one, Diddy has no talent. Diddy is a very talentless individual, but he has the money. He has the charisma. I'm glad you disagree. He has the talent. He has the charisma to make people famous. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's what episode 1 was about. He came up first and foremost as a dancer in videos and has always been known as a dancer in videos, a male dancer in videos. He started off in videos when he was in his early 20s. And then he was influenced by New York gangsters and other New York socialites. The main one was, I can't remember his name, but it was a gangster in the 60s or 70s. That was the first episode he was talking about, sister, the gangster. But anyways, that's what started off his MO. Okay? So when he has beef with somebody, he's going after their girl.
Yeah, right.
So he womanizes them and takes them from said enemy, right?
Or person that he wants to. I said enemy is fair. Said enemy. Osama bin Laden.
But his name is funny. Sorry. But the problem is that because he's made so much money off of these artists that he has made popular over time, when he started to make these enemies, it was easy for him to say, you know what? I'm gonna change your life, queen.
Yeah.
And would simply buy them like a $50,000 diamond necklace. That was the first one we heard, sister, right?
There was expensive.
$50 diamond necklace.
Welcome, Ruby Red.
All right. So we get into that. He'll steal your girl. Not only will he steal your girl, but if you are a woman that he is after, he will razzle dazzle you and then lay those narcissistic ways on you.
Now, sis, we got to take this thing back. Everyone,
yes, we're getting into episode 2. So, no,
listen, this is the thing, sis, and I think this might be part 2. There's going to be a part 2.
There's
got to be a part 2 because I want to make sure that we give this. Let's give this some perspective, okay? You all, for anyone who is not aware of what we're talking about, we are talking about Reckoning. It's Diddy documentary. It's The Reckoning. It is a 4-part series that was executively produced by not only just 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, but several other people. Curtis Jackson's name is the #1 name that has been led. So I want to make sure that we set the tone for what we're actually doing here and what we're talking about. It is a 4-part, about each one is about an hour long, and it really builds and builds. Yo, Mr. Charlie, it builds and builds and builds. It takes us from 1 to 4. It takes us from Diddy in the beginning. It takes us him from the beginning. And you all very interesting. Say again?
So 4 days before the arrest and then the actual arrest.
So the fact is, listen, you all, I think it's very important that we look at, it's going to be 2 parts. This is 2 parts, sis. The thing is, this comes from 50 Cent. It's multiple executive producers. From what I heard, 50 Cent said it cost $5 million. Astro Whip, it cost $5 million that he put up his own money. We have G Unit, right? He mentioned $5 million. So the fact is, okay, 50 Cent has G Unit. You all, if you're not familiar, but 50 Cent has done Power. He has done Force. There is multiple. Oh my goodness, he's done so many things. And the man is actually a talented story. Like he's a story writer, right? So he's very, very talented. This is what he do for a living. Yes, this is what he do for a living. So we have 50 Cent that has his documentary broken down in 4 parts. The first part, sis, I think is really important to talk about is his development. Let's talk about the fact that he started as an intern. I think
he was in music videos.
Correct.
Then he went into interning for.
But let's not skip over the first part. He was an intern. He was an intern, and he made his way up to the ranks. So the thing is, he started as an intern, but then his flow, his swag, what he was able to provide, like he stacked close to the that big producer at the time, but he had a lot of swag and his eye on, because someone said in the what's name, it takes talent to make talent. Like there was some things, arrangements, he was connected. This is real facts, to Jodeci, to Total, to like
112. Faith Evans, Biggie Smalls, Craig Mack.
Yes, but we have to give, I have to give him his props for being able to develop. So let's talk about
let us not get it twisted. Yeah. Let us not ever get it twisted from taking away the man's charisma.
Yeah.
That's what it is, sister. He has charisma. He can talk his way out of anything.
Yeah.
And he does not have talent, Christian. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say I agree with. I have to agree with you. He has.
Where's his talent?
I'm going to tell you where his talent was.
Where's the talent?
He was able. These groups that he had, he was able to build. It is artist development. When you talk about artist development, this is what this man did.
That was the charisma. He was able to talk his way into them offices, sister.
But charisma is different, though. Charisma means that you have the ability to carry a personality, but he had strategically placed hats. If you saw Mary J. Blige, he would play hats.
That's where he learned. That's what he learned from his father. That's what he learned from the father, and that's what he learned from the gangster. That's the stuff that he learned.
But it's still talent. So he was trusted. He became the director of A&R. He became the director of A&R because he's shown that he was able to build an image. So let's just agree to disagree. No,
I'm gonna agree to disagree, sister. He's talentless, in my opinion. He did not write any of those songs. He did not make any of those beats. He had ghostwriters and then didn't give them ghostwriters the time of day to be artists. He lied, cheated, and stole his way to the billionaire that he is now. Yeah. He did not, under any circumstances, make anything originally his. Right. When he made anything that was originally his, Craig Mack told, just like DJ Khaled. Craig Mack told him, he had Craig Mack, he told you, sister, he had Craig Mack in the building. Hey, yeah, this is good, this is great. Y'all come, everybody come listen to this. Craig, come listen to this, man. This is it. This is the bop. This is the bop. And he was bopping and bopping. And Craig was like, this is garbage. This is garbage.
Okay. So
jumbled garbage. And then went in and fixed it, sister. The producing that he did, Craig Mack did. Come on, sister.
But let's also
you saw the same documentary as me, right?
I did, but that's why it's important.
Sister.
I saw the same documentary, but it's important to give what props due. Also, he promoted. He was a promoter.
He was a promoter.
Let's make sure. So as much as I talk about Diddy, I actually have to talk the truth about Diddy too. He was a major promoter.
He was.
Whether they were stolen or not, like
he weren't stolen.
He actually was a promoter. So he promoted big events, parties, like he led and continued to go. So what you talking about, his gangster roots or things that he did, yes, he was totally a part of, but he used the cynicalness to be able to build, and he took from that culture to be able to come up and be able to manipulate the culture. So what you're saying is true. He did manipulate the culture, but he didn't put in the work, and then he took through his manipulation.
But can you not say that that's due to charisma?
Oh, for sure.
That's what
Charisma.
I'm saying, sister.
Charisma has to be.
If the talent, if there's any, oh, that's a big bonus, is it? That's a big bonus.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, thank you so much. Thank you. So
That
yeah,
was a big bonus. Okay, sister, listen.
charisma.
The,
Yes.
the charisma, I will agree. The charisma can be talent, sure,
Yeah.
but what I will say is he has charisma
Yeah.
and education, sister. But to call it talent
Yeah.
is pulling straws. You're pulling straws with that one. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's not talent. I'm charismatic. I'm
Right.
not a billionaire, sister.
Yeah.
I'm in business school. I'm not a billionaire, sister. I have charisma and knowledge, and I'm not a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So sure, that can be the talent. Okay?
Right.
But he used his talent for evil. He took his talent and became arrogant. He became arrogant with it,
Yes.
and like his bodyguard said, he developed a god-like complex. He felt like he was untouchable, he was on top of the world, and that nothing can ever touch him, nothing can ever make him fall from the top. But the best part, sister, I loved was the end of episode 4, where he was going to court and he was doing like this, and he was like, everything that goes up must come down, and everything that goes down gotta come up. And that was something, first of all, that's something that I love to live by. That is an ideal that I love to live by.
Yeah.
But the fact that he said that is like, so then you know it's coming.
Right.
You know this downfall is coming, right? Like, you know, there ain't really much of a up that you can go from here, except for paying people like you know you do, like you know how to do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the only way that he's gonna come up out of this. And let me remind you.
Yeah.
Let me get into this part of the documentary, sister, so I can get into this part of the idea. Let the folks know where we at, though. Where we at? We every Monday.
Stop. I mean, I'm so in Diddy world. Y'all, welcome.
I know. Let them know where we are.
Welcome. This is the Daily Dish with Dimples. We are here every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all, we are talking Diddy. This is actually part 1. We're going to do part 1 today because we're going to have to do a part 2. We are going over the Diddy documentary. Please make sure that you favorite Queen La, our co-hostess of the show. She also has a feature show called Crowned every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a show on confidence, rocking from your crown chakra. I love it. So right now, we are here to break down the documentary called The Reckoning. It's the Diddy. It's on Diddy. It was produced by 50 Cent. Okay. Let's just make sure that we're aware it was produced. It was several producers, executive producers. Allegedly, I heard that he spent $5 million on it. And not to mention, there have been issues, Eddie Zell, welcome. There have been complaints. There have been issues because there have been complaints. There's a lot of stuff going on from this. It is nasty work. But the fact is, let me mention that the fact is, Diddy and 50 Cent have been going back and forth for 20 years. Forever. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I looked up a couple of reasons their dish started in one of them started in 2006. 50 Cent came out with a record called The Bomb. It insinuated that Puffy had knew who was responsible for Biggie's murder. Okay, so we got to
go back some more.
Yeah. So
that got to go back even more than that, sister.
I'm only taking a little bit of time. It's too many chunks. From what I took as
teaser. Started it?
So you go back to what started it. I just took a couple of pieces. One of which is him. One of which was the gangster rap called The Bomb, and that which 50 Cent wrote saying that he was a part of Biggie's death. And then the other, just a glimpse in time, was their war of Ciroc and Effin, their vodka wars. It was a vodka wars. You had 50 Cent that was produced or repping Effin, and you had Ciroc and Diddy. So and 50 was trolling him. 50 has been trolling him forever. So sis, does it go? It's been nasty work. So I think How did
So
it start?
it started with Diddy doing what Diddy does and tried to get at 50's baby mama
Okay.
and said that he could smash her. And everybody in hip hop knows, do not mess with 50 Cent about his baby mama.
Right.
Don't you do it.
Mona.
Don't do it. Don't talk about my kids and
Yeah.
don't talk about my baby mama. When it comes to 50, if you want to get 50 Cent attention, that's the first way to troll him, is through his baby mama and his kids. And Diddy started that. And then there was a couple back and forths with the music. So that was only one part of it, sister.
Okay.
But
Okay.
speaking of,
yes, let's go.
Let's get into it.
Okay, go.
Let me go here, sister, since you've already seen the documentary.
Yeah. Now I'm doing the part 4. It's like 20 minutes of part 4, so I'm not gonna be going over all of part 4. We're gonna lead up.
Keefe D, as we know, murdered Tupac. We know that. We reported that here. We came to you. We told you guys this information. Okay? Yeah. So Keefe D is the murderer of Tupac. We know that. Keefe D was hired by Sean Diddy Combs to murder Tupac during the East Coast, West Coast beef. Not false, Christian. Go watch it. He was paid $1 million by the South. He paid the Southside Crips $1 million to kill Tupac and Suge Knight. They only killed Tupac, so they only made $500,000. Yeah. Can you believe that, sister? Yeah. Tupac was only worth $500,000.
Right.
First of all, that was first of all for me. That was the first of all for me. But they only paid him that. Yeah. But because they only injured Suge Knight, they didn't get the other half. So he paid them half to start it, and then he was gonna pay them half when it was done. Correct. They didn't finish it.
So now, yeah, we're going from what we saw in the documentary. So just check this out, you all. We're not making up any information. All this is available for you all. It's 4 parts. We're not making this up. So if you're, I'm just saying for the record, we are only, you're just saying that's fine. As long as we know that you're just saying.
He's a Diddy fan. He's a Diddy fan down there, Christian. I ain't paying him no mind. I'm fussing with him, sister. He good. Y'all be good to Christian. Y'all favorite Christian. He good. Okay, listen. Good. No, I feel the vibes, Christian. I don't feel no animosity. Okay, so from that situation, everybody goes radio silent when it comes to Biggie. Now let's get into these details.
Yeah.
Biggie, Bad Boy. They were going overseas to do a European tour.
Yeah.
The guy that was the 6'6", the guy that was, I can't remember his name right now. Burroughs. I'm talking about Reckoning. What is the man's name? Burroughs.
I feel like that was Kenneth Burroughs.
Burroughs.
It was Kenneth. Yeah.
Burroughs. Kurt. Something with a K. K. Burroughs.
Yeah, K. Burroughs.
Mr. Burroughs.
25%.
Mr. 25%.
Yeah.
He owned 25% of Bad Boy through shares.
Correct.
Okay. He took that 25% and ran it up with the artist. Okay. He was trying to make it a big company right away. And everybody knew back then that if you took over America and then went overseas and took over overseas, you would have control of the Billboard charts. Okay? So he was going to take 4 artists It was Biggie, Craig Mack, somebody and somebody, sister. 4 artists that he had in the journalings. He had a paper, like how I got this paper. Mm-hmm. He had a journal that he was writing all his notes down about how much money he needed and how much money was taken and how much money needed for Biggie, how much money was needed for this one and that one and this one and that one to take them overseas. The first face that they wanted to see for Bad Boy overseas was Biggie. So Biggie was due to go to Europe and bring Bad Boy Europe. Okay? At the last minute, now everybody in here that has watched Making the Band, put a 1 in the comments. Triple D's or 1s in the comments.
The whole story.
The whole story is just zesty. K Burrows. Yes, I can't remember his name. It's Kenneth, Kenny, something. Y'all seen Making the Band? Making the Band. Thank you. Making the Band. Now, y'all know how fast, like that Diddy will switch up and say, you know what? I don't want you to go to Europe. You're not going. So he stopped Biggie from going to Europe. Kurt, Kenneth, whatever his name, Mr. Burrows calls him, hey, what are you doing? You're supposed to be at the airport. What's going on? He said, I want to go. Puffy don't want me to go. Call Puffy. He's like, I'm here at the airport. You're supposed to be on the plane. What do you mean call Puffy? Call Puffy. I'm not going. Clicks on him. He calls Puffy. Hey, what's going on with Big? Why Big not? What's going on? He ain't going. I need him here. Click. And that's how Diddy always was. He said what he got to say, and then he hang up on you, right?
So let's go back to this. Let's
delve into it.
The issue is that everyone welcome. This is the Daily Dish with Dimples. We're here every Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you favorite myself by hitting the star at the top, and you also touch her name, Queen Lala, and hit her other favorite. This is the issue that we have. This ultimately, the way the story is built is that you have Puffy, who was started as an intern, made his way up from damn near nothing, and then he became the director of A&R, and then when he left A&R, they said, or when he left somewhere, they said, you can take Big. They said
Atlantic or something like that.
It doesn't matter, whoever he
records.
was.
The records in New York.
Yes. That you can take Biggie. So
correct.
Now he took Big. He had already done Total and Mary and all those people. He had been a success at making them a success. So he left because I believe
112 as well.
12. So what happened was they said, okay, you can take Biggie. So he takes Biggie and he catapults Biggie, right? He does very well. And then what we're then seeing, what the storyline says is that he had an opportunity to replace Biggie on the cover of Rolling Stone.
That was after, sister. You're getting too far ahead. You're getting too far ahead in the story.
They told him not to go. It was because they said they were getting him prepared to get on the cover.
So that was after he was murdered. That's the treacherous part. That part is disgusting. I haven't even touched that part yet. He went. So let me get into it. Here we go. Biggie doesn't go to Europe, stays in LA. Right. So we're in LA, we're going to these parties. The West Coast told the East Coast, don't come out here, because if you come out here, you're gonna have to see us. Right. Because Diddy and Suge had already been beefing, okay? So he goes out there. Diddy, they can't prove how Diddy set Biggie up, but he did. And this is how. They needed to even the score. They made some kind of treaty that nobody wants to talk about, and they settled the score by Diddy was not in the car with Biggie. He's always in the same vehicle as Biggie. He was in the vehicle in front of Biggie. When Biggie got shot, they sped Diddy away. And Biggie died on the corner like a dog, sister. Died on the corner of the road on the ground. They shot him out of the car. He fell out of the car and he died on the corner there. They came, picked him up, took him to the hospital. Here's the nastiness. Everybody hold on to your britches. Diddy made I'll Be Missing You. He made it with Sting. He had a big, I know it's a lot to take in.
But sis, this is the issue what I have. This is the issue I have because we're
Hold
missing
on.
a major death. But
I'm
we're
wrapping
missing,
it up.
we're missing the death though.
I'm getting it there.
We're missing the death of Tupac because we haven't talked about Tupac.
No, I gotta get that's I think we're gonna have to do part 2 about that.
Yeah, but let's
that's
rewind. Before we talk about him dying on the street, there's a very important that we got to go back to Tupac.
Okay, so let's go back
there was
to
beef.
Tupac.
We got to make sure that we're on the same page because Biggie and Tupac was cool. Biggie and Tupac was on. They were cool, and this is the thing. Let me say this. It is the psyche of Sean Diddy Combs that is in question. It is the psyche of him being jealous. It is the psyche of him not wanting to be best friends. It is the thing of him being jealous. You understand? So I want to make sure there's a hierarchy in terms of timing. And the timing is that, Diddy earned his way, but then then him being a part of the artist.
Then he painted it. Then he made it nasty.
But before you say that, it is the Tupac. He was upset when Diddy gets upset, he starts making problems. So he starts spiraling, but you had Diddy and Puff and Pac that were cool. They were actually cool. So then you had the beef. You had people, Diddy might have been a part of Tupac dying. So you got Tupac.
Let's get into that. Let's get into that, sister. So
before we do that, we have the drama started because Pac and Biggie was cool, but then Tupac got shot outside of the recording, and then Sean Diddy walked away. So let's talk about Pac before he got shot. But real quick, sis, it started when he got shot because Biggie and Pac was cool. So so they was cool. He got shot. When he got shot, now he lived. When he lived, then the shit start coming up, and then they have the beef, and then you had oh my gosh, because Diddy, might have been even behind him getting shot out of the studio.
He did. He was paying them people too. That's the thing with Diddy, was that he paid whoever he got to pay to do whatever he got to do. And he made friends with gang members so that the gang members would just do it, or he would pay the gang members to do it. That's essentially what it is. Now, with the Tupac thing, what I will say that you're not touching on is that Diddy and Suge were friends. Diddy and Suge were cool.
Yeah.
Factually.
Yeah.
Diddy was jealous of what Suge Knight was doing on the West Coast.
Yes, he was.
With Death Row.
Yes, he was.
Death Row was making the Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
We had Pac, we had Dre, we had Suge, and we had Dre, Snoop, Suge. Somebody else was on the cover.
One of the artists, probably. Yeah, probably
was it Ice Cube?
It was. I'm not sure.
It was all of them on the cover of Rolling Stone. It was that black and sepia picture. It's a beautiful picture of them, big like Mount Rushmores of hip hop.
Right.
But it was the like Mount Rushmore of Death Row.
Yeah.
And it was a nice picture, and he was jealous of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So Diddy was trying to mirror Bad Boy.
Yes.
Off of that.
Yeah.
And Suge was talking with Diddy, giving him a little insight, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like having like conversations like me and you have, sister. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like off to the side, don't mind what everybody doing. He trying to do the same thing I'm doing. We trying to do this together.
Yeah.
Suge started the East Coast, West Coast because he said, I know I just talked to Diddy, and I just said, yeah, you should make, it's not hearsay, go watch the show. I know that he said he's going to do Bad Boy like me, but I'm going to bring Death Row East over here.
Yeah.
And started taking Diddy's artists that weren't fully signed. Okay. So what happened was Now y'all can say this part is hearsay. I believe that Biggie, I believe that because as we know, Diddy gets in people's ear and stuff. So I think that Diddy got in Biggie's ear and was like, get in and be friends with Tupac so that he signs on to Bad Boy. But instead, Tupac didn't sign with Bad Boy because he heard about the producing that Diddy was doing. Yeah. Now, this part here, Diddy was making his artists break zero.
Correct.
That's all he did. He made his artists break even. Yeah. His mountains, stacks of paperwork that he had with people.
Yeah.
Were basically
the agreements,
the contracts. His artist contracts promised fame and not fortune.
Correct.
So he would be like, okay, yeah. So you made $4 million off of your records. Congratulations. Now from this $4 million, you're a female. So I had to do your nails, hair, and makeup. I had to get your outfits. I had to do this. I had to do that. I had to pay you have to pay your studio sessions, and I am the studio. So here's the 17 times that you went to the studio, and all 17 of these times that you went to the studio was $400,000. So here's $400,000 off of that. From after my calculations, you owe me a world tour.
Yes, hello.
What you mean you owe me? What you mean I owe you a world tour? Yeah, you owe me a world tour. Yes. I'm gonna pay your bills. Don't worry. I'm gonna pay your house bills. I'm gonna make sure your lights are on. But
astrologer, are you trying to? So real quick, everyone, this is the Daily Dish with Dimples. We are here every Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Astrologer, are you trying to talk about Diddy? And we want to be. Are you trying to talk about Diddy? And James, are you trying to talk about Diddy? We are getting through some basics, some real basics on Diddy. I think, are you all, because if you are allowed to come into the box, like there is no cursing, there's no smoking, you have to show your face. Like, are you all requesting the box to be able to talk about Diddy? Is that a yes or no? Because that's the only reason why, or way you would be allowed in it. We are combing here. I will tell you everything. Now, yes. So real quick, you all, this is going to be a part 2. This is the Daily Dish with Dimples. There's got to be a part 2 in terms of this episode. We will use next week as part 2 as well. I'm going to bring Christian in. I want to be able to bring.
It's good to bring in, sister. That's a good one.
Christian, this is the feature show. Hello, good to see you. We do need to see your face. You need to make sure you're not smoking or drinking the time.
Ladies, what's up?
Thank you so much for being here. I want to be able to hear your initial thought of the documentary, because we are going to run out of time, but I do want to hear what your overall opinion from what you have been able to see thus far.
I think, all right, now listen, bear with me because I'm getting dressed at the same time, all right? But I think it's nasty work. And the reason why I'm saying this nasty work is because Diddy already received his due process. He's in jail serving time. All they did was take a documentary and make a whole documentary of the conspiracies we've been hearing for years now. I didn't learn anything new. All these stories they have, I've heard them already.
They just put a stamp on it. That's all. They put a stamp.
You know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, I didn't really see the point of it. Because it's like we heard these stories already. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what the reason why, Christian. Keefe D has been arrested for the murder of Tupac.
Right.
Diddy is now serving what he beats of a RICO charge. Right. He beat it respectfully. Right. From what we've learned in the documentary, he beats the RICO charge. Okay? Right. So Keefe D, here's what I was trying to tell my sister. Mm-hmm. Everybody can put this down in your calendars. Diddy gets out tentatively June 14th of 2028. Okay? And that is as long as he continues to be a good boy. He has not been a good boy. He was making Ciroc in the toilet. Okay? That's number one. Number two,
Ciroc in the
he was making Ciroc in the toilet. Keefe D goes to trial. February 2026. Who said let me cook? Yes, let me cook. February of 2026. So we're talking about in 2 months' time, Keefe D can very well take a plea deal, tell the prosecutors, and prove to the prosecutors that Sean Diddy Combs paid him that $500,000, or that Bad Boy Enterprises paid him that $500,000.
You see my face right now, Queen
the
Lala?
murder of Tupac.
See my
And
face?
now we're talking about Diddy is still in jail, where all they got to do is pull him off the block and say, come sign these papers and understand that you are now being
But wait, hold on.
you're
hold
now
on,
being
Queen Lala.
processed for the murder of Tupac.
But hold on, Queen Lala.
That
Hold
can very
on.
much happen right now.
Hold on. I'm with you. But still in all, they got to prove that. They have
do.
to prove that.
They do. And that's why
you can say that they can offer him a plea deal, but if they can't prove it, then where do we go from here? You know what I'm saying? He still has to prove it. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is this.
Correct.
Look, we got to stop being hypocritical about certain things, right? Because Diddy did. I'm not saying Diddy's a good dude. Please don't take it. I think Diddy's nasty, right? But my thing is this: that Diddy is in jail doing his time, but at the same time, when our favorite rapper catch a body, we on the internet talking about free our favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's just as nasty. What Diddy did is nasty, and what these other rappers do is nasty too. Because if Diddy could abuse women, that's nasty. But if you could shoot and kill somebody's child, that's nasty too. Yeah. So where do we stand on the pendulum? You know what I'm saying? That's my whole problem with it. I just think it's nasty. Like, if that man already did his thing, that's not his fault that he didn't get caught. It's not his fault he didn't get caught for the Tupac shit. That's not his fault. The court should have played ball. They should have played ball and then put all the evidence together to get that man. So that's not his fault.
I think they still might. I'm holding my breath until about February.
But look, am I making sense? Am I making sense?
You are making sense.
Okay, all right, cool.
So what I'll tell you is, I think it was, what was that, sister? Episode 2 or 3. It was beautiful, Christian. They sat Keefe D down after they arrested him for like a drug trafficking charge, right? And said, I can't remember what the law term was, but basically
he had a proffer.
The proffer. Thank you.
Yeah, a proffer.
Right? So I'm gonna tell you everything, but you can't use this against me.
Correct.
What the problem with that is that you sit down and go, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go, here's where the gun is, here's where I shot him, here's where this is. And you're giving them a map to prosecute you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what the problem was with that Prosper. I don't have to use none of what you said against you, but I'm gonna go to these places, and the Prosper does not cover immunity.
Is it Poffer? Let's get the name.
So now I can take this Prosper
or Poffer. It's like a Poffer or a proper.
Or a Prosper. Whatever it is. I'm gonna tell on myself, but you can't use this against me. But you just told me all the points.
So let's real quick mention
find my evidence.
Sis, let's just mention this. He agreed to do the Poffer. He did the Poffer. It said that ultimately it said that he was the one that was connected and committed.
Allegedly.
But then it stated that he then denied it. I'm not sure if you remember. Allegedly, he also then
he was under duress. Allegedly, he was under duress.
Now we have something that may be an issue because then Keefe D said that he was under duress, and if he was under duress, that's something that may not be held against him in the court of law. Then it's a wrap. You understand?
Yep.
So
we right back where we started, except for the fact that he admitted that he killed Tupac. That's the only thing.
Can I piggyback off of something real quick that you said earlier too?
Yes, of course.
When we was talking about how Diddy stole what you call it? Is that Andre Harrell's girlfriend? Right? Am I wrong? It was Kim Porter, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, that was the gangster, sister. That's the gangster's name, Andre Harrell. Yes,
Okay,
Andre
okay,
Harrell.
okay, so
Of Harlem.
my thing is this, and I'm speaking directly to the men. I don't know where in time that this ideology started to change, but me growing up around men and what men have taught me is, hey, if a man takes your girl, she was never your girl.
Right.
Keep it pushing, brother. Keep it pushing. I don't know where in time that idea, all that, I don't know when did that change, but I see they calling him a nasty man for taking Andre's girl. I don't think so. I mean, hey, you lost your girl, brother. You know what I'm saying?
It was the 90s.
Yeah,
so
it was
it
the 90s.
mattered.
Right.
Men, that was when men fist fought over women in the streets. You know what I mean? Now we just fist fight over women in the comments, you know?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it was a different time, but absolutely. It was definitely, I remember biting a man in the butt over my own mama. So
That's crazy.
again, that was the
That's
90s.
crazy.
James, if you're still in the box, James, listen, you all, this is the Daily Dish with Dimples. We're here every Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are talking about The Reckoning, the Diddy documentary, executive produced amongst by others, 50 Cent. Now, James, if you want to get into this box, you have to show your face as well. So I'm not sure if this is a behind the scenes black scene. There's not. You have to show your face. You can't be smoking, drinking, cursing. So if you are willing to do that and especially show your face, put a 1 in the comment, James, because I can't let you in other than that.
Look,
I do want to cover what somebody said they were curious about now in the comments. I really got to touch on it real fast. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but I got to touch on it real fast.
That's what. Listen, we're not going nowhere. We got a couple minutes.
So look, I want to ask y'all.
Christian, that's my mouth is moving. Okay, everyone, this is the feature show. We will be here.
Ma'am.
We have been featured for 5 years. We are celebrating 5 years on the next week on a Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You all, we will be having part 2. And Christian, I want to say thank you so much for being involved and being here.
Yes, ma'am.
We will be going into part 2 next week during probably the celebration as well. We're going to have this continued. It's very important for us that this documentary gave me background on Diddy. I didn't really know Diddy's claim to fame. I didn't understand that he had such a. I did not know who Diddy was. I did not know who. This was an opportunity for me to learn who he is from his mother as a child, being connected, him being able to stay with this representative that he became to be an A&R, him being able to. I didn't know who Diddy was. Then I learned, and then he was also part of that incident where so many people died. He had over-promoted. He had over-promoted.
Heavy D.
Heavy, you know what I mean? Heavy, him and Heavy D. So he really came
celebrity. It was a celebrity basketball game.
Basketball player. So I've been able to learn a lot about Diddy, and some of which I didn't know. But the fact that he might have been slimy, but he started from the bottom. It's like he had buck tooth almost. He came from the bottom and he came to the top. And he used a lot of manipulation. He used some aggression and a lot of stuff. But he developed a camaraderie of his people, which, let me say this, the documentary, if y'all have not watched it yet, the documentary is based off footage that 50 Cent and other people were able to get from his own people. His footage is come from Diddy himself. So I need you to understand.
That's why it was 5 million, sister. He had to pay them people.
He paid. So I want to make sure we are really setting the tone from where we are, from recognizing Diddy to who he is. However he got to where he is, he slummed, he slimed, he came up, or whatever he did, he got there from hard fucking work. Excuse my language. He did get there from hard work. So, but also now his people, over the years, you'll see in that documentary how many people have turned against him, how many people in which they thought were secrets are no longer secrets. The things that we probably would have never known if you hadn't just done them over, went them through the coals, the rakes, the issues. So we have people who were promised money, promised positions. We have people, the 25%er, his share allegedly were
$29,000 guy, the $29,000 guy for the recent Love album, sister. Oh my!
Hey, I want to ask how y'all feel about that too, because.
Chris, the last thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna respond to Lexi. The last thing I'm gonna say is this. No, I learned that he put the bad boy in his mom's name, gave her 75% and gave the 25%. So he never even had to pay. So you're looking at his selfishness from the beginning. You're looking like his psychological, his psyche, his selfishness, his wanting to be a star. And then it leads up to the fact of him possibly being connected to killing Biggie. Because truth be told, I remember the cover cover. He wanted to be on the cover of doggone Rolling Stone, and he ultimately became to be on the cover. So we're talking about him not giving a F about anybody to take over and coming up and then growing and being this big superstar. But why? He developed that over the years. So this is a very big foundation that's important to understand. How did he operate this long? And then to operate this long and then have all your people take you down, this is serious. We've only gotten this footage and this information because of his people. It was sold.
Can I answer that? Can I answer that?
Yes, please.
All this slid by because they didn't care when it was beneficial to them. All these people, when he was working with when they was working with Diddy and they was getting paid by Diddy, they didn't care. But once things switched up, it's typical what humans do. When it's not beneficial to them, they leave. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't get paid. They didn't get paid, Christian.
I know, but they had the fame though. They had the fame though. They like that fame though. They got the fame. They definitely got the fame.
Now, let me touch on this real quick.
I want to ask y'all one more question before I leave because I gotta leave too, ladies. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Just be patient. Keep getting dressed. We'll wait. Queen, go.
Real quick. I'll be missing you. Somebody was saying something about I'll be missing you.
Mogul wanted to hear what you had to say.
I'll be missing you was a song that he made for Biggie.
That was made by
State. It turns out that none of what he said he paid for did he pay for. He took allegedly 3 pages out of Biggie's contract and had them revised to make it where he left a legacy money, like a legacy account, and the legacy account is what paid for Biggie's funeral and paid for Biggie's last expenses. Yeah. He did not pay that money. That is why his family is still less prosperous than him. Yes, I know. And that one broke me, and I could never look at Diddy the same. I could never look at Diddy the same because of that. But he absolutely he did not pay for Biggie's funeral. He had Biggie pay for his own funeral. I'm gonna leave it there, sister. That's all I got to say for now. I got a bunch more that we can touch on. We have to talk about the leading up to Tupac, and we got to talk about how it bled into Biggie's death. Yeah. And then we also got to talk about the women because he's definitely responsible for Kim Porter.
So what's going to happen is, Christian, give me 1 second. What's going to happen is we're going to end up having a part 2. Work that off your mouth, Christian. Now, God bless you. Work that off your mouth. Now listen. Now James, I actually brought you into the window, and unfortunately, all that time you spent is now gone. But listen, you all. First of all,
sorry, y'all. I had to brush my teeth.
Oh, no,
you're good.
I was messing with you too. Listen, you all, this has been the Daily Dish with Dimples. We will be wrapping up. We're going to be kind of like talking about what we're going to be talking about next week. We're going to be wrapping up some things here today. We have about 5 to 10 more minutes. We are here every Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sis, can you tell us about your feature show that you have on Thursdays at 1 p.m.? This is our co-host, our very first correspondent of the show. Please tell us about your feature show on Thursdays at 1 p.m.
Yes, you guys, please make sure you favorite me and follow my Instagram. It's linked here in my bio. Very, very imperative. We need you guys more than ever. I am looking for guests for all of my shows, but more importantly, I'm looking for guests for Crowned. Crowned is my baby. It's my featured show. It is every Thursday at 1 p.m. We talk about confidence. We talk about your confidence journey, how you got to this place where you've never been better than ever. We talk about all things confidence, how you get through hard times as a confident person. How did you become a confident person? How are some things, what are some skills that you have to continue to make yourself a confident and happy person? And then of course, that if you are new to the confidence journey, how you can manifest it from your crown chakra. And that's why it is called Crowned. And you can see me there every Thursday at 1 p.m. You can message me on Instagram if you want to be a part of this show and come talk about your confidence journey. I also have in my story right now, big royal team. Please make sure you contact Cinderella, Chucky, or Queen Diva. Big L&L. If you see the L&L in their name, they are with me.
And it stands for
Love and Light. We said it, Love and Light in every corner of the app. I don't like the negativity, so I'm bringing the love and the light. I only want to love you and shed light on you and give you any skills and tools you need to get the skills and accomplishments that you want. So I'm definitely the one you want to surround yourself with. Make sure you come by. I'm live every night at 9 p.m. and I have a show almost every night at 9 p.m. Whether it's just a hangout, kickback, stoner vibes, or whether it's a game show, you can come and check me out. 9 p.m. every night.
Hey. All right, y'all. Look, I gotta ask one question and I gotta go. I'm sorry. Okay.
And then I gotta go.
After I ask this question, I gotta get off camera and take a shower, but I want y'all to think about it and then maybe y'all can talk about it, but I'm gonna be in the comments, right?
Okay.
Do y'all think that you could reach Diddy's level in life without being selfish?
No.
I agree.
Nope. You have to borrow, steal from everybody to get to that
Slap,
level.
punch, all that.
You have to. You have to. At his level, you got to do some nastiness. It's just about how nasty you get. You don't got to be that nasty to get up there. You don't got to be that nasty. You can be kind as well. That's the other reason why I have the L&L in my name, is that you can also kill them with kindness.
And what the L&L stand for again?
Nastiness, you can kill them with kindness.
Love and light.
Love and life. Yeah.
Love and light. Be the light. Yes.
All right.
Christian. Listen.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Thank you, Christian. I favorited you back.
I'll favorite you back.
I got you. I got both of y'all.
IG. I love your opinion. I always
me too. Come back next week, please.
For sure.
Come back.
All right, ladies, y'all take care.
Yes, send her a DM. She said, message Dimples.
All right, I got you. All right.
We'll do like spotlight on a streamer or something. Come by. We'll see you next week.
All right, y'all take care.
You too, baby.
Bye, Christian. Thank you so much. He was wonderful. Sister, I gotta go pick up your niece. But this was beautiful.
We're gonna be doing part 2 along with the celebration. We have to pick this back up. Finish talking about Diddy. Sis, I love you. Thank you so much for being present.
I love you, sister. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited about next week because we gotta talk about this Tupac murder, sister. We gotta get into it. It's been so many questions about it that got answered in this documentary. Oh, we got to talk about it, sister. We'll talk next week.
Talk about it. Listen, everyone, this has been.
Make sure y'all dress good. We celebrating 5 years of feature, y'all. That's unheard of. That is unheard of. Y'all make sure y'all come back next week and put on your best dresses. Your best dresses.
All right, sister. Everyone, I love you. I love you, sis.
I love you too.
I'm gonna bye the recording. See you. I love you. Well, make sure that's your favorite. My sis, that is Queen Lala. She has a feature show. This has been the Daily Dish with Dimples. We will be back next week. Yes, we will be back next week to finish part 2 of the Diddy documentary that was produced, amongst others, by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. All right.